There's a woman you must have met who smells really, really expensive. And with what I know today, I can guarantee you that half of the time she's not spending more than what you already are on perfumes. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jennifer Timothy. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. Do not make it your last time by hitting the subscribe button and joining the family. I've come to learn that expensive when it comes to fragrances and perfumes boils down to these three things. Number one is longevity. If you spray your perfume in the morning and by 4 p.m., 5 p.m. you're done at work, can you still smell that perfume? That's one. Number two is when people come close to you, can they smell you as opposed to smelling you from the gate? Because a lot of times people think loud perfume that projects equals expensive. No, that's wrong. And last but not the least is a perfume that then transitions into a signature scent. This one, I'm still coming in terms with that because I love perfumes. I have a good number of perfumes, so finding a signature scent is still something that I'm trying to adjust to. I was telling my friend the other day how there's this one perfume in my collection that makes me want to transition into a signature scent, babe. But we'll see. So you can see from the three things that I've mentioned that none of these things are money or price point or how expensive a perfume is. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make that perfume in your wardrobe smell expensive and last all day. I need you to understand that most of these designer houses we see in the market, it is not the juice in the bottle that is expensive. It is the experience they are selling to you. It is the marketing. It is the bottle. It is that exclusivity that comes with owning a designer perfume bottle that amounts up to that number you end up spending on a bottle of perfume. And I'll give you a quick example. I have this perfume from Estee Lauder, Pleasure, and this one from Latafa, Nebras. This one goes for almost 200,000 naira, and you can easily get this for 65k depending on where you buy it from. Now, which one of this lasts longer? Obviously, it's this one. If you've smelt Nebras, you know that Nebras is a chocolatey, very warm, skin-like perfume. This is the only gourmand that I've tried and I've repurchased. And this is my second bottle of Nebras because of how good and how expensive it smells, in my opinion. So, not to say that this doesn't smell good, but it doesn't last as long as this can give me 6 hours when I spray it, and this does, I can't even say the amount of hours this does, because if I spray this perfume on my clothes generously, I can take off that clothes, put it in my wardrobe, come back the next 2 3 days and still smell this perfume. So that just proves my point. And of course, there are certain things you need to understand before you even start buying perfumes. For example, what kind of perfume are you buying? Are you buying EDT? Are you buying EDP? Or are you buying perfume? So all of these have different concentrations of perfume oils in them. You know that your perfume is not 100% perfume oil. A perfume is made up of alcohol and perfume oil. So EDT has the less concentration of perfume oil in it, followed by EDP, and then there's perfume. You can never find me buying EDT. What am I using it for? The highest it's going to do is 2 3 hours, 4 hours max if I'm even being generous. So you can never catch me there. It's very important that before you pick up your next bottle of perfume, you're checking if you're actually getting EDP or EDT, because these are the two major perfume concentrations that are out there. Next thing I would like to highlight is that half of the time your skin is the problem, not the perfume. See people spray perfumes on their skin and their skin is so dry that the perfume doesn't have anything to hold on to. And I'm sure you've heard this a number of times before. Always moisturize your skin, always spray perfume on moisturized skin. And some of the hacks we'll see is on the places where you would typically spray your perfume, just try to apply Vaseline there. It doesn't have to be Vaseline. You can use oils, you can use your moisturizers, you can use your lotions, especially if they are unscented, so it doesn't affect the chemistry of the perfume, and then it gives you like a different smell, sometimes even a foul smell. So it is very important that you're applying your perfume on very moisturized skin, not dry skin. We don't do that over here. And I would also add that the best time to wear your perfume is right out of the shower, because your body is still damp. You then apply lotion on your body, so that moisture is still there, and by the time you spray your perfume, everything sits into your skin perfectly. That way it lasts long. And do not forget that spraying perfumes on your pulse point is also a very, very good point. Your pulse point naturally breathes, so for every time your pulse point is breathing, your perfume is projecting. Examples of pulse points are the back of your neck, your wrist, your elbow. This is your elbow, right? Your elbow, at the back of your knee. Yeah, these are the major places you spray your perfumes for more projection and for your perfumes to last longer. And I've seen a number of times people would spray perfumes on their wrist and then now rub it together. Why mean that you do that? Please, 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 from today, just stop it, because you're messing with the chemical formulation of that perfume. So as you're rubbing, you're generating heat, and obviously heat is going to mess with the composition of your perfume naturally, and then you're now smelling something different. And that is why perfumes smell differently on people. I can spray a perfume on my skin, and my sister would spray a perfume on her skin, and by the time we're putting it to our nose, we're not smelling the same thing. One, the microbes, the microflora on my skin is not the same as the microflora on my sister's skin, or is either she has rubbed it and messed the composition of the perfume. Just leave it to dry down, sit on your skin. You get the best out of that perfume when it dries down on its own, so just let it be. Another thing that I would like to say is that your fabric holds more scent or holds your perfume longer than your skin would. No matter how moisturized your skin is, you cannot compare it to how long your outfit is going to hold a perfume. Like I explained earlier, there are microorganisms on your skin and they are constantly working, meaning that they are breaking down the composition of that perfume. But on your clothes, there's really nothing on your clothes. It's the way you spread perfume on your clothes. You come back 2 days later, is the same way you're going to smell that perfume on your clothes. But you need to be mindful on the type of fabrics you're spraying on. There are certain fabrics that by the time you spray perfume, it's leaving perfume marks. So I had a customer reach out to me saying that I should recommend perfumes that would not leave stains on his outfit. I just had to explain to him that it was the oil concentration in that perfume. So you would notice that perfumes like that would actually last longer and project more. And instead of completely throwing away or not reaching out to those kind of bottles in the first place, there are ways you can spray those kind of perfumes on your outfits that it wouldn't leave stains. So you don't take the nozzle of your perfume really close to the outfit. You take it like 3 feet away from your outfit and spray, so it spreads out and sits beautifully, as opposed to just sitting on a spot and leaving a mark on your clothes, which is what I explained to him, and he came back to thank me for that. So that is something you can also try. Be mindful of the outfit. If you notice that the perfume you want to wear has a very high amount of oil concentration in it, stay away from white, because it's going to stain it. Or if you have to, then spray the way I have just shown you how to spray it. Next thing I would like to highlight is layering your perfumes, and this just has to be done properly. A lot of times people don't even know how to layer perfumes. They will carry too strong perfume, Amia oud, Badia oud, and be spraying them together. Do you want to kill people? Especially in this Lagos that it is hot. Do not spray old perfumes if you know you're going to be jumping buses and you're going to be outside in the heat. No, stay away from perfumes like that. Wear fresh, clean scents that people would want to even be around you. But by the time you're choking people, that's not giving class, that's not giving expensive, it's giving fire killer. So you don't want to be that person. One, the combination, and two, the weather. So pay mind to these two things when thinking of layering fragrances. And the one that I would even recommend is matching your body products to the perfume. So when layering, start from the shower. You're using a vanilla beauty bar. You come out of the shower, your body lotion has some bits of vanilla in it, your body mist has vanilla in it. You now crown it up with your perfume that has or is in the vanilla family. You will notice that you're just oozing vanilla all day, because right from the shower you already layer that scent. It's a trick that people neglect most of the time, but it works. It really works. Last but not the least is where you store your perfumes. You cannot be keeping your perfumes in moist areas like your bathroom. That's the quickest way to kill your perfumes. You cannot be storing your perfumes in areas where there's direct sunlight. No, you're going to alter the chemical formulation of that perfume. The sun is going to do something to that perfume. So the best place to keep your perfume is in a dry, cool area. Yes, there are times that they say, oh, there are perfumes that you open it and let it macerate, it smells better, it projects better, it performs better. It depends on where you keep it. If you keep it in the bathroom or in the sun, it's going to just destroy that perfume, and by the time you reach for that bottle, you're smelling something completely different, or you're not even getting the initial fragrance you liked when you thought to buy that perfume. I was even saying something about me wanting a signature perfume now because of one perfume that I have, and that's Angam. The price point for Angam, you would not think that it is Angam that would make me want to turn into a signature perfume type of girl. But my Angam now, the juice in that bottle has matured and it smells so good. Angam is not loud. Angam is a skin fragrance. It's a type of perfume that when you pass someone, they will not smell you from afar, but when you pass them, you're turning heads. The amount of compliment Angam gives me, guys. I'm not saying you guys should now go and start making Angam expensive now, but it's so good. At first, you might just be like, you don't really get the hype about it, but leave that bottle to macerate. Let me quickly show you the color of my Angam, and if I have a picture of when I first got it, I'll put it on the screen to compare. You will see how mature the juice in the bottle has gotten. I'm thinking if I buy a new bottle, then I have to wait, I have to keep it for the juice to mature so that I can enjoy it properly. So I haven't just really said anything about buying expensive perfumes. From what I've shown you, I've compared designer fragrances. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with designer fragrances. There are designer fragrances that do really well, but the argument about, oh, designer perfumes performing more, it's not about the juice in the bottle. Like I mentioned earlier, they're just selling premium, they're just selling this exclusivity to us, which is not a bad thing to buy into. Someone explained to me that with these cheaper ones you can easily smell your perfumes on just anybody, but with these designer fragrances, not everybody is going to be smelling like you. And that's true. That's something I would want to even buy into, because I don't want to go out and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people are smelling like I'm smelling. So yeah, the last thing I would like to highlight is make sure you're buying original bottles. I was reading last week and NAFDAC came out to say that number of counterfeits in the cosmetic industry have really gone up, and this is something we should really pay mind to, because we apply these things on our skin. There was a video where Okoyemi was saying that we should be mindful of what we're buying. There's going to be an increase in cancer rates, how people get cancer, because there are so many counterfeits out there. And it is so true. Know where you buy from. Make sure that where you're getting your bottle from is authentic. Don't say, oh, because this person has it cheaper. You don't know what they're selling to you. Make sure that if there's a barcode behind the perfume before you buy it, or before your vendor sends it out to you, tell them to snap the barcode behind the fragrance and send it to you. Check for yourself if it's original before buying into it. And I would also say that reduce the way you spray perfumes on your skin. Yes, you can do your pulse point, but just limit it to that and focus more on spraying on your clothes. Spray generously on your clothes and you would enjoy your perfume. And another trick with this is, if you are a woman and you have like hair, like maybe extension on, spray the perfume on your hairbrush and brush your hair. You will notice that that perfume would linger. So outside of perfumes, let's be mindful of the kind of creams we use on our body. I've said this time and time again, not everything they come to hype on the internet you would want to try on your skin. You don't want to have skin cancer. This is something you should be very, very mindful of. Stick to what already works for you and make sure you're buying from a vendor that sells original. Don't be looking for cheap article up and down. No, realize that by doing that, you're causing more harm than good to your skin, to your body, to your health. It took me over 50 bottles to find the ones that I would comfortably say that I can go back to. Yes, I'm open to trying new bottles, new fragrances, but there are some of these fragrances in my shelf that I would not be buying again because I just know that it's not me, it's not my vibe. So you should also know what is your vibe, what works for you, what you like, how you would want to be perceived, the kind of woman you would want to smell like, right? I've come to the end of this video. I hope as usual you learned something from this. If you watched to this point, you know the drill. I love you so much. Thank you for sticking around. Do not forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next week Wednesday. Bye, my loves. Mwah.